This was something that I knew in my head all along. You just don't need to see me succeed.
All right, so post-gym talk. Let's get real for a second. Let me bring you guys back to a time when I was about this size. I was playing soccer, and I actually decided to go play college soccer. I was about $150. And when I mean $150, I mean 155 pounds, bro. I was barely eating, and I was running about every single day. I mean, I can literally remember eating dinner and eating cup of noodles and sourdough bread. Like, that was what I would eat. I was so small. I neglected my nutrition, and I was still lifting at the time. It was during COVID, and it was just before our first season, so 2020, 2021 time frame. And to be honest, that was about the period of time that I really got into bodybuilding. So I ended up going to school, and then we had our 2021-2022 season right after COVID, and that's when I really, really, really enjoyed lifting. So around this time, I would have practice. Right after practice, I'd go home, carb up, and then go to the gym. And I was just super, 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 super depleted. And I mean, I started calculating my calories, and I believe I was eating about 3,100, but that was on top of running at practice, doing extra training on my own, like soccer related, and then lifting in the gym. So it just wasn't enough. I was probably at my best while playing soccer, 160 pounds, and just super lean, but super small and super flat. No matter how many carbs I ate, now that I know what it feels like to be carved up, I was always flat. So I ended up, throughout our season, we would travel to away games. I would wait for my college coaches to go to bed while we are at away games in the hotel in order for me to go and hit the gym at the hotel gym. Why? Because I liked bodybuilding more than I liked soccer. So at that point, our season ended and we started our spring seasons. So we're playing these off-season games and we're having these practices, still insane amount of cardio, the exact same that we were doing within the season. So completely depleted, fried, obviously just not loving soccer as much as I did the gym. I decided to quit soccer, the thing that I knew since I was probably literally out of the womb. So I decided to quit college soccer and pursue bodybuilding, which a lot of people thought I was stupid about and that I was making a poor decision. But for me, it was the best decision I could have ever made. And at the time, I was actually looking to transfer to another school potentially, and I decided not to do that because ultimately I ended up quitting altogether. So since then, that was 2022, I have been bulking for the past 3 years. I've been in a surplus, and the only time that I've came out of that surplus was to do like a little mini cut just to get that leanness look back, but it wasn't even super lean because it lasted about 2 weeks, 3 weeks before I was like, damn, I look so flat, I need more food. So it would just be to, you know, raise my metabolism, etc. And you know what, guys? You won't believe it. I started prep. So December 1st, I started prep, and now it is what? Now it is January 10th, and I have been a month and 10 days into my prep cut. And, you know, I'm super happy with how I look, as you could have seen from that video. I'm super happy with how I look, super full. I'm fortunate that my muscle bellies are very good, so even as I get lean, I don't look as flat as I feel like I do, if that makes sense. You know, obviously a pump helps, right? But I'm eating right now 2,300 calories on my training days. I just got them lowered 100 calories. And on my off days, I'm on 2,200 calories. It's not a much of a difference in calories on training and not training days. The big difference is the amount of carbs that I get. And I'm happy to say that I haven't gotten hungry yet. But I'm saying yet because I know I'm going to get hungry at some point, and I know I'm going to look flat and whatever. But that's when we start to spam L-citrulline, pre-workout, and a ton of water. Because I literally double scoop my individual, you know, package of L-citrulline. 6 grams I put in, and had a good pump, clearly. So yeah, started prep. I'm super happy. I've been working towards this obviously since I started lifting, which was when I was a sophomore in high school. And just to put it into perspective on how I started lifting in the first place, I was at a college ID camp, San Luis Obispo, and the coach told me I had all the ability to play, but I was way too small. And he said I need to hit the gym. And the day after he told me that, I actually went to LA Fitness and got a gym membership. And ever since then, my sophomore year of high school, I've been lifting. And then I just got serious about it once I hit college. Mostly like a lot of you guys. So that was a lot, and I'm talking a lot and rapidly fast. But I am super, super proud of myself for the off season that I put in, especially because I hear a lot of my friends, you know, they do an off season where they're bulking for 3 months, which isn't enough time to put on tissue, or at least a good amount of tissue. And I did it for 3 years straight, where I was in a good caloric deficit, or good caloric surplus, eating clean food, not unhealthy food, because a lot of you use it as an excuse to bulk, to eat like shit. But me, I was eating the same things that I'm eating now in prep, but just I was eating more of it. So now that I'm on prep, I don't have these cravings or anything like that. It's pretty smooth sailing for me right now. Even cardio, like I'm doing 40 minutes of cardio on my training days. It's not bad at all. Obviously I'm sweating a ton, and it's my legs don't like it, but this is where we're gonna get into the next part. So my girlfriend is about to get her doctorate in physical therapy, so she's been helping me rehab since May. I would feel a tweak in it, right? I would feel better, and then I'd feel a tweak in it. I would go back to training, I'd feel it again. Then I'd go back to the rehab, I'd try the rehab, and then it hurt again. So I've been on and off on that roller coaster, up and down, feel good, don't feel good, feel good, don't feel good. And it was mainly my patellar tendon, so just under my kneecap. And I also have Osgood-Schlatter, but I've always had that, and it's never really caused me pain. So yeah, my left knee. After a while, I would say about 2 months ago, I started feeling pain in my meniscus. So that's when I was like, oh shit, this isn't good. I should probably go see a doctor. So I went to see the doctor. They manipulated it, right, in a way to where, okay, if we're doing this, you should definitely feel it in your meniscus. And I didn't. So I kept saying, no, I don't feel that. No, I don't feel that. But when I'm doing the exercises that they're giving me, my leg is literally wobbling like crazy. So it's super unstable. Even when I'm walking around, it'll just give out and buckle. And I'm like, dude, I know something's wrong. Monday, I got my MRI. I still haven't gotten the results, but by the time this video is out, the next clip, it'll be my results. So hopefully, fingers crossed, right, everything's good. Regardless, it may impact what I'm going to be doing for prep, whether I'm competing in men's physique or I'm doing classic. It's really all up in the air right now, or if I'm even competing at all, because if I'm competing, I have to do cardio, and how am I going to do cardio if I have an injury that maybe needs surgery, you know? So I don't know. It's all up in the air right now. It's making me a little nervous. Also, just by not using my leg as much, it's definitely gotten smaller, and it's smaller than my right leg for sure, which is very disappointing because, you know, I'm working so hard for the past 3 years to build this physique, and I was really happy with my legs before this injury, and then it came along and kind of just messed it all up, you know? So I feel like if I do end up doing classic regardless, the pride in myself, I don't know if I could allow myself to step on stage knowing that my legs are 100%. You know what I mean? So that's also something I have to consider when thinking about what I'm going to end up doing when it comes to competing. But honestly, it's been making some progress. It's definitely feeling a little bit more stable. I just have to get my stabilizing muscles around it stronger. So my hip flexor, my abductors, things like that, my hamstrings, just to be able to get that strength back and that size back, right? Because right now that is all that matters to me, besides obviously a healthy knee. And yeah, so injury, who is Anthony? Who am I? And an update. So that is basically what has been going on for the past few months. And, you know, I've spent a lot of time over this break with my girlfriend. We also do long distance. If you guys did not know, we've been dating since we were 16. And we've been doing long distance now for the past 5 years. And it is ridiculously hard. And I actually just got off the phone with her FaceTime. Tara, if you're saying this, I love you. And it's hard, man. Like, you're just talking through a screen. I'm a huge talker. I'm not much of a texter, so I annoy her calling her all the time. But she's doing her best to help me through this recovery process and stuff like that. And yeah, man, I want to get shredded. I have truly never cut in my life. I was just cut through soccer. So I'm extremely excited to see what I'm going to look like, especially after all of these years of building this muscle tissue. And I really hope I can look back on, you know, what I'm saying right now in this video and say that I'm content with the results that I got, or just the feeling that I have through prep, you know, and me liking myself in the mirror, because that's also another thing, right? Body dysmorphia. And yeah, and obviously getting more comfortable talking to the camera, because I don't do this quite often. And this is the first video of the prep series, so hopefully a lot more car talks and lifts to come. But man, I just started lifting at this new gym. If you can see it over there, and you guys are ever in the area, it is Santa Clarita Athletic Club. Dude, it is a sick gym. Oh, it is a sick gym under new ownership, and you guys will be seeing more from me filming in that gym. And I hate being one of those guys, you know, in those gyms that just films every set and films everything, and the camera's in the way of people, which this gym's pretty empty, thank God, but I hate doing that. But for the sake of me looking back on this video in 20 years, saying, damn, like, I did that throughout my prep, I am willing to pick up the camera, and I will pick up the camera consistently. Hopefully a video every week or every 2 weeks, one of the two, but it's gonna start getting freaky. I didn't want to start filming my prep up until now because I wasn't as lean as I am now. I'm currently 188.8 pounds I weighed this morning, and I started around 197 pounds. And just to give you guys a rough estimate, when I was bulking, I weighed 210 pounds when I stopped. And man, I was so fluffy. So to be able to go back down to around 195 and sit there and just maintain / slowly building tissue while still looking good during my bulking phase, you know, was great. And I'm super happy I did that because I pushed food really hard before. But now we are spot on and we're at a great place for this prep. And I'm excited. I think that I'm going to end up getting down to about 165, like super shredded 165, maybe 170, might be pushing it somewhere in between there. It's gonna get exciting. I'm for sure gonna do a local INBA show just so that my, you know, family members, friends, people that I go to the gym with can come out to my show to see me. And then I think I'm gonna end up flying out for a national show. Like, I wanna try and qualify for a national show. I know that when I go to the national show that I'm gonna get absolutely smoked, but you know, as you get older, things are put into perspective and life moves quick, and you know, it's a little scary. So I want to try and compete when I'm young and I don't have a lot going on, my responsibilities aren't all there, and you know, I'm able to be dialed with my food, with my training, everything like that. So man, I'm going all in for this prep, not even just for me, but for you guys and for everybody who supports me. Seriously, like, even this video, I truly only make these for myself, to be honest, just to look back on. But if you guys can find some enjoyment in this as well, then W, and it's a win-win. So let me stop talking. That's an update about everything that's been going on and a little bit from the past, because not a lot of you even know about me. And yeah, so that's freaking Anthony Lambeau, and yeah, I hate myself, and yeah, everything I just said was a lie, by the way, and I have body dysmorphia and I look like shit. Okay, bye. And I gifted my car to Tara, my girlfriend, for Christmas because she has to drive around for clinicals while she's at school. So I am driving our spare car, the Infiniti. I'm driving this hot rod, hot shot baby. Like, look at this thing, is so old. My brother drove this in high school. Like, look, it has a screen, but look, it has like the old-fashioned clock. Anyway, it's still a fast and fun car. Like, look, let's hear the startup. Oh, I just turned it off. Oh, oh fuck. Oh fuck. My battery's dead. Are you? Well, I don't know what I'm gonna do now. My fucking battery's dead. I didn't have my car running and the battery was on. And this car's old and I should have known that. Please fucking just start. Oh, fuck. Are you fucking kidding me right now? No! Let me try turning these off. Guys, I'm fucked. No, it was so close. Okay, I'm keeping this on. Fuck.
change the battery on that. What are you doing?